Inside a gloomy, eerie mansion, the atmosphere is thick with silence. Dim corridors twist into darkness as the camera travels deeper into the building. It finally reaches the basement, where a coffin lies open. Inside is the Crypt keeper, resting until disturbed. This short segment serves only to set the tone. The Crypt keeper, now working in Hollywood, becomes annoyed by a horror film being shot around him.
You call that acting?
Yes, as a matter of fact, I do call it acting.
Another take like that, and it'll be back to bit parts for you. All right, everybody, reset.
The tale begins on a deserted road at night. A man named Frank Breaker drives with tension and worry written all over his face. He glances nervously into the rearview mirror. Someone is chasing him. The pursuer, driving a sleek black car, is a mysterious and dangerous man known only as the Collector. As Breaker's fuel gauge nears empty, he makes a sudden decision. He stops the car in the middle of the road, swerves around, and begins firing at the oncoming vehicle. The bullets hit, and the car bursts into flames. Once clear, Breaker checks his hand and sees glowing, star-shaped symbols that shimmer with an unknown energy. Worn out and still on the run, Breaker arrives at a quiet roadside diner. He attempts to steal a parked car but fails.
What you doing, mister? Are you stealing my daddy's car?
No, I was testing the lock.
Dad, there's a guy outside stealing your car!
Go! He's gone!
While trying to remain hidden, he meets an odd and tipsy man named Uncle Willie. Although suspicious, Breaker accepts a drink from him. Fortunately, Willie turns out to be kind-hearted and offers to lead Breaker to a nearby boarding house where he can find shelter for the night. Meanwhile, at the crash site, 2 local police officers arrive and are stunned to find the Collector stepping out of the burning wreck without a single injury.
Where the hell you come from?
This is my car. Airbags, gotta love them. Did you see him?
We didn't see anybody. Now wait.
All right, look, officers. The man I'm chasing now, he's dangerous. Something awful's about to go down. Over there.
Breaker checks his hand again, and the star-shaped marks have now aligned. He realizes this is the place he's been looking for. Irene, the firm and skeptical manager of the house, hesitates to let him stay because she doesn't do a short-term rental. However, she changes her mind when Breaker pulls a whole lot of cash from his pocket. When she asks his name, he lies and says, Mr. Smith. This raises Irene's suspicions. She calls over Geraldine, a young woman who works at the house, to show him to his room.
And then fix him some dinner. It's my way or the highway.
Yeah, whatever. All right, let's see. What do I need to tell you?
What am I looking at?
But here's your key, and the concierge will bring up your bags momentarily.
Meanwhile, the police, along with the Collector, receive a message from the diner reporting an attempted car theft. Believing it's connected to their search, they head toward the boarding house. Back at the house, Breaker eats quietly. Cordelia, a sex worker, flirts with him and even hints at offering herself to him later. Soon, another visitor arrives. Roach, an aggressive cook from the diner, who has come to see Cordelia. Wally, a guy interested in Cordelia, watches sadly as she and Roach go upstairs. Irene sees how uneasy Breaker becomes at Roach's arrival and secretly calls the sheriff.
Sheriff, you there? I just got a call from Irene over at the mission about that fella you're looking for.
Evening, Irene. Where is he?
Panicking, Breaker grabs Geraldine and briefly holds her hostage before surrendering. He's handcuffed, and the police reveal his true identity to everyone. His name is Frank Breaker. The Collector tells the officers that Breaker has stolen a powerful object from him. Breaker refuses to say where it is.
Where is it?
I don't know what you're talking about.
Don't give me that shit! What the hell are we looking for anyway?
Piece of antiquity.
According to the computer, Frank Breaker died over 5 years ago.
Who the hell are you? What's your name?
Before you drag him off, I'd appreciate getting back what he stole from me.
I know where it is. Damn, it just occurred to me.
Just then, the officers receive new information. Both cars from the earlier crash had been reported stolen. They decide to arrest both men. Before they can act, the Collector suddenly reveals his true nature. Outside, the collector performs a dark ritual. He draws symbols into the earth and uses his own green, blood-like liquid to summon horrifying demons. A glowing energy barrier forms around the house, cutting it off from the outside world. Some demons break in through a window. Roach tries to convince Cordelia to leave with him. She hesitates, but eventually agrees. As they step outside, demons ambush them. Roach panics and runs back inside, leaving Cordelia behind. She tries to fight the monsters until Wally appears and bravely saves her by shooting a demon in the eyes, forcing it to retreat.
Give me the key, Breaker, for crying out loud!
What the hell are those things? Demons or something?
Breaker begins sealing every window and door in the house with the red liquid. As he works, he experiences confusing flashbacks, scenes from his past that begin to explain who he really is. Breaker apologizes for holding her hostage earlier, and she reassures him she knew he wouldn't go through with it. She says she has a good feeling about him, and it's clear that some quiet trust is growing between them. Cordelia later confronts Roach for abandoning her outside. Wally defends her and says she's a true friend. She now feels attracted to her savior, and she appreciates his support, while Roach becomes defensive and angry. Meanwhile, Irene takes Geraldine to the kitchen to fetch a rifle hidden earlier. As they search, Geraldine's cat appears. Breaker suddenly suspects the cat might be the collector in disguise.
Breaker, please! My cat is not possessed by some demon from hell!
Oh, I gotta talk to you for a
I
second.
got nothing to say to you, Roach. I hope you're ashamed of yourself, Roach.
Not particularly, no.
Cordelia joins them and sarcastically points out that Wally is a better friend than Roach ever was. Roach angrily storms off with Cordelia and drags her to her room, where he becomes violent. Cordelia tries to remain calm, but Roach hits her, leaving her stunned and silent. Meanwhile, Breaker and Geraldine finally catch up to the cat. To confirm it's not a demon, Breaker touches it with the key. The cat remains unharmed, proving it's just a regular animal. Upstairs, Cordelia sits alone, tears on her face. Suddenly, she feels a strange presence. The collector has entered her mind. Speaking in a soft and charming voice, he flatters her and promises to grant her deepest wishes if she lets him in.
Did I say pretty? I meant beautiful. Maybe nobody here can see it, but I sure can. Just 'cause they're paying for it, that they can treat you like shit.
Although she resists, it looks like she eventually gave in. Just then, Wally enters to check on her. Cordelia, now possessed, seduces him with sweet words. He confesses his love for her and kisses her, unaware that he has sealed his fate. Elsewhere, the group discovers a hidden tunnel beneath the house. They think it might be their only chance to escape, but Breaker warns that it's still too risky. Suddenly, screams come from upstairs. The group rushes back to find Cordelia, attacking and devouring Wally. His kindness had cost him his life. Even as the chaos worsened, Roach stubbornly continued chasing after the mystical key. The rest of the group, however, insisted on escaping through a hidden tunnel beneath the house. Breaker, though deeply concerned, reminded them that once they left the building, he would no longer be able to shield them from danger. Despite his warnings, the group chose to move forward with their plan, and Breaker, though hesitant, followed them. As Roach forcefully struck the entrance to the tunnel to open it, Breaker was suddenly overwhelmed by another intense flashback. Roach pushed ahead, becoming the first to enter the narrow, dark tunnel, and the others followed close behind. Breaker sealed the tunnel entrance behind them using the key, hoping the protective barrier would keep the demons out. The group advanced slowly through the twisting underground passage, lit only by faint light and filled with shadows. Uncle Willie soon became confused and uncertain which way to go. Meanwhile, Geraldine heard eerie sounds coming from deeper within the tunnel. She investigated and discovered Danny, the young boy Breaker had seen earlier at the diner.
The demons are here! Run!
Geraldine, Danny, and the others managed to escape back to safety. The demons were unable to follow due to the protective markings Breaker had used. However, unfortunately, Roach's reckless behavior brought new danger. Obsessed with taking action, he fired his weapon at a demon that had once been his former employer. The attack broke the magical seal, causing a flood of zombies to pour into the tunnel.
At least we're all in one piece. So what's the boy's name?
Danny.
Inside the house upstairs, Breaker questioned Danny about why he had come to the boarding house. Danny explained that his parents were gone and he had nowhere else to go. Suspicious, Breaker tested him to ensure he hadn't been infected or possessed by the demons. Danny passed the test. The group's situation became more desperate as their ammunition began to run out. Breaker then experienced another powerful vision, this one from his past as a soldier during wartime. In the flashback, a fellow wounded soldier entrusted Breaker with the mystical key, filled with blood, telling him to guard it. Breaker begins to explain to them the key's origin, an ancient tale of creation. When God created the heavens and the earth, the world was still covered in darkness, filled with demons. When God said, "Let there be light," the demons scattered, and 7 powerful keys were lost across the universe. Over millions of years, 6 of the keys were either destroyed or corrupted. The 7th key, the one Breaker held, was humanity's final hope. Each person who carried the key poured their blood into it, strengthening its power. But when the blood finally ran out, darkness would return to overtake the world.
What happens when you run out of blood?
They bring back the darkness.
God, I wish I had that bottle of vodka now.
Where's Danny?
What? Find him now.
I'm gonna check in my room.
I'll look in my room. I'll stay here.
During her search, the Collector entered her mind. He tempted her with visions of freedom and pleasure and all the things she could be. This is the same thing as he did with Cordelia.
You want Paris, Rome, Athens, you got it. Come on, let's be real. Breaker isn't gonna get you out of here. Okay, little secret? The man's dead meat.
Geraldine emerged from the room, angry and confused. She questioned why Uncle Willie had found Danny but hadn't told anyone. Willie admitted that he had been too busy drinking to think clearly. Shortly afterward, Irene found the group and insisted they head downstairs. As they moved, the Collector once again took control of Willie's mind. This time, Willie imagined himself in a wild bar filled with topless women.
Ooh, I know I could.
Here you go, Uncle Willie.
Oh my goodness! Oh my God!
Am I right?
Knock yourself out.
Meanwhile, Irene and the officer searched the attic and uncovered shocking evidence: boxes of stolen mail, powerful guns, and grenades. These findings suggested that Willie had once planned to bomb the post office, revealing a darker side to his past.
Hello? Mr. Roach, what have you got there?
I'm looking to cut a deal.
Well, let's talk about it.
You wouldn't hurt your old Uncle Willie now, would you, baby?
How do I know you ain't gonna kill me?
You have my word.
Driven by selfishness and greed, as always how it goes with the devil, the promise made to Roach was a lie. Demons swarmed up the stairs and the fate of the coward Roach was sealed.
Anybody home? Come on out, everybody! It's time to play!
Or not.
Come on, Breaker, move your ass. Grab the case and get on over here.
Go.
Irene and the officer's brave stand allowed the rest of the group to flee to the attic. Their sacrifice bought the survivors a few more precious moments. Elsewhere, Danny was calmly reading a comic book when the collector invaded his mind and took control of him. Breaker, knowing his time was running out, used the key's blood to seal the windows. He also anointed Geraldine, choosing her as the new protector. He told her she was now the chosen one. Suddenly, Danny, now possessed, attacked Breaker. The violent scene happened in real life and was also shown in the pages of Danny's comic book, creating a disturbing connection between fantasy and reality. With Danny gone, Breaker confirmed her destiny and passed the key on to her. As she held it, vivid visions of the key's past filled her mind. She saw all the people who had carried it before her. Then, the glowing stars appeared on her hand, showing she had been chosen. Breaker warned her that when the stars aligned again, the collector would return. He then died suddenly and tragically. Now, with all the magical seals broken, the collector started moving toward the attic.
He's dead. I'm not gonna hurt you. Unless you make me.
You just stay where you are.
Geraldine had covered herself in Breaker's blood, forming a temporary protective shield. She moved through the house with caution, but the collector captured her eventually. He wrapped her tightly in plastic and threw her into a bathtub to wash off the protective blood. She tried to blind him by stabbing him in the eye, but harming his eyes only affected the lower-level demons, not the collector himself. But while he boasts about it, Geraldine gets a chance to sip some of the blood and store it in her mouth. Shortly, the collector dragged her across the house and for a moment showed something almost like real emotion.
I forgive you. He's got the key. What else could he possibly want now? I want you.
Honey, you'd be the first.
I'm very easy to live with. I'm clean. I don't drink much. I notice you're not saying anything.
All this while, Geraldine had kept some of the key's blood in her mouth, and when he least expected it and thought he finally won, she spat the blood onto his face. Later, she boarded a bus and used some of the blood to seal the steps at the entrance. After some time, the bus stopped to pick up a man. His appearance was different. His face and even his race had changed. It was the collector in disguise. Unable to board the bus due to the protective seal, he simply watched and began walking in the same direction the bus was heading. And with that final image, the tale reached its chilling conclusion. Did this story spook you out? Let us know in the comments below. For more horror movie recaps, subscribe to our channel and we will see you in the next one. Fear awaits you.